we've all heard that thing where they tell us things like education is the way out of poverty, education is the key. But countless times over and over and over again, we keep seeing graduates smart as hell, but yet they end up in one place like that nobody even knows about. So on today's episode, I'm here with Okoro Michael Elubi, and we're going to be talking about education and what it really means, how we should be looking at it, and whether if it is actually the key to poverty. So Michael, it's great to have you on the show, man.
Yeah, thank you. Um, it's glad to be. I'm so glad to be here. I thought about the entire thing. One morning, I was actually doing my house chores, and it just struck me like my mom and my dad are graduates, but they aren't even doing what they studied in the university, which is, um, I don't know what to call it, but I feel that education isn't the way out of poverty anymore. It's it's no longer the way out, man.
Wow, wow. And you're talking because you've seen people that like people that are even like living in the same house with you that are like doing what they are not doing what they
Yeah,
studied
yeah,
for like 5 6
yeah,
years.
yeah, yeah,
So
yeah. My father's friend, he didn't finish university, but the man is rich as hell. You know, I think he left in their second year or something. The man has, the man is stacked. I won't lie, he's really stacked, and he didn't finish school. Okay, what about IShowSpeed, MrBeast? There are a lot of like. I feel that education is overrated, honestly, because we live in a generation where everybody can write, everybody can read. Once you have a phone, you can write, you can read. So I don't really think education should receive the mantle it did back in the old days.
oh, so I think that education is not necessary.
It's necessary. It's necessary because if we don't have education, we would have doctors, engineers, teachers. But I'm saying, man, if you want to have money, if you want to be rich, man, if you really want to be important, I mean, it's not just education is not the only way. No, it's not the way out of poverty anymore. It's not the way because the highest paying job, except from being a CEO, is being a neurosurgeon, and that's in the medical field, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So when you and they earn 702,000 US dollars every year, which I mean, it's good. It's good money. Like it's above
Sorry,
average money.
sorry, you said they earn how much every year? Sorry.
702,000 US dollars every year. That's that as yearly income.
Wow.
Yeah, I saw it on Google. I was it's nice money. Let's not lie, it's nice money, but um, Steph Curry earns 156 million US dollars every year for playing a basketball, for bouncing a basketball around. That's how much he earns in a year. Someone that spends probably 7 years, 10 years, 14 years in school studying is earning how much? He's not Steph Curry. If you break it down into his weekly pay, I think that should be the same amount, isn't it?
Yeah.
So I mean, I don't really rate education as how I did when I was growing up, because I'm seeing these people that are making big waves in the society and they don't really fancy education. Education is, I say it's a must from your 0 years to your 18, probably get that high school degree, get your SSCE, WAEC, NECO. But I mean university, like going into the professional field, I think it's those that really know and really think that that's their field of study, like their passion that they should go into. You wouldn't courses like no offense to anyone out there that's going to listen to this, but courses out there like food and nutrition and dietary and being a dietitian. I'm so confused. You're in Nigeria and you're studying food and nutrition. You want to end up being a secondary school teacher and earning 40,000 naira every month. Is that what you want? Like it's ridiculous, man. That some people they post ridiculous like irrelevant content on TikTok and they earn millions of naira. Why? Yeah, us, cause I'm probably I'm studying too in the university. Us, we're here busting our ass morning and night. We read at night. We have lectures in the day. We are always in school, and we end up getting like some of us. Like I'm studying medicine. Someone that isn't studying medicine, I'm telling you honest truth, the person is going to suffer in Nigeria. What the fuck are you studying? Sorry, my language. Why are you studying um geology, geography in Nigeria? Do you really want to feed your family? Like, is that what you want? Do you want to feed your family, or do you want to just do that thing? Because let's take it. The three most important courses in Nigeria right now are medicine, law, and engineering, isn't it? They
That
are the
sorry,
most
you said
important
the word.
courses. Engineering, law, and medicine are the most important courses in Nigeria today. And if you're not doing those courses, I'm not sure you can be able to bag the amount of money that you dreamed about when you were a kid. Because Nigeria is not only uh, Nigeria is not only failing its people with educational system. I think education in the entire world is failing too, because the gap between professionals and non-professionals is extremely huge.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So um if if you're so determined, like you want to venture into this field of life, you don't want to you don't want to partake in the educational system anymore. You don't want to be a graduate. I mean, it's fine. Like we live in 2025, man. It's fine. You don't have to finish school. In my opinion, man, you don't have to finish school. Um, it's ridiculous, man. Like the amount of money that people earn for being content creators,
For being
musicians,
so,
athletes.
but like you said, Steph Curry is bouncing basketball and he's earning
I like I
$1,560. Yeah,
like it's ridiculous. Ronaldo is 40 years. He's earning um I don't know how much he earns at 200 million a year, right? And there are people in Nigeria, people around the world that they study medicine. They go into student loan until like till they reach 60 or probably 70. They don't pay off those loans that they like your life is is a transaction, because you take the student loan, study medicine, you earn those big bucks, but um federals they take their tax, um you pay off your student loan, family stuff, like you're not actually making the money that you think that you're making. You understand?
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Because I feel back then, during the when education was still like extremely rare, like it was meant for special people, like rich people. I would say being educated will pay you. But right now, even no matter how dumb a person is, the person can read, the person can write, like basic things. So I don't really think we have illiterates among us anymore. Unless those that are ignorant, those that are ignorant, but I don't think that we have illiterates anymore in Nigeria or in the entire world. Unless it's in rural areas, because of like I would say 70 sorry 65 to 70% of the entire world is literate. Let me say 80 or 70 out of those they didn't take school serious. So I don't really think um education should still be rated the way it is right now.
yeah, yeah. I understand what you're saying. I understand what you're and everything you said, like it's valid. I like it's valid. Like everybody between the ages of 16 to 26 are like thinking that are still inside the educational sector, are just thinking about the same thing you're saying. Like there are people out there that are doing no stress things, but at the end of the day, they are still they're still ballers, they're still making money. So it's not making us to
Yeah,
question whether education is the key or not. For me, I feel like the
exactly.
problem is I feel like the problem is like is us thinking in the first place that we thought that school could actually make us rich. I feel like
That's
the
what
moment I
that's
thought
what that's what Nelson Mandela said. He said, I don't know whether it was him or Abraham Lincoln that said education is the way out of poverty. That's a bloody lie. That's a bloody lie, man. Like, I'm telling you,
no, look at
education.
look
Like,
at like I think we need to get like this idea of education straight. Education,
yeah,
education, yeah, it is actually the key out of poverty, in the sense that, and this education, I'm not talking about the one that like you're sitting down in a classroom and someone is talking to you telling you BS. But like I'm talking about, okay, imagine you're sitting down in your room learning content creation, learning forex. It's also education.
oh,
Sure, you grab.
yeah, yeah.
So like
That,
so like
yeah,
that is education, like in a vast sense. But whenever we hear education, the one thing that comes to our head, the one thing that comes to our head is sitting down in a classroom, listening to one
yeah.
40 to 50-year-old man or woman talk for hours, go back. That is like, for me, that
Uh,
is
talking, talking.
like when you're comparing different values of it, like different in like, if education had like hierarchical tier, like for me that is like the
Yeah,
least. Check grab, that is like the least, because I feel like you can stay in
yeah,
your room and learn some things that, like, bro, like in school in 5, 10, 15, 20 years, it's not even possible for them to teach you that thing. So one
I
of the one
understand.
of the
Yeah,
important the important aspect of education is self-education. The one that you do with yourself, by yourself, and for yourself. Not the one that
exactly, man.
you sit down in class and somebody talks to you. Like I said, the mistake is thinking that school will make it to become rich. I don't have a problem with
Yeah,
school. Like I used to
yeah.
have a problem. I used
I
to have a
like school,
problem with school.
honestly. I like school, honestly. I'm not going to lie. But the fact that
Yeah,
they keep telling us that if we don't make it in school, you wouldn't be anybody in life. I mean, like, bro, bro. But an idea just came to my head right now. You know what you said by content creating and forex and all those things being the new
yeah,
education, right?
yeah,
Now, take a look at this. Teaching and schooling back then would make you a lot of money, isn't it? When you'd finish school, be a doctor, an engineer, you would make big bucks and all those, you understand what I'm saying, man?
yeah,
But now we've moved into a new era. So all the money that used to be invested, used to be used in old education, is now being pushed into this new education. So that is the reason why most of these forex traders, content creators, they have a lot of money because of people are no longer relying on the old education. That is you being a lawyer, being an engineer, being web design is a course, right? Web design.
yeah,
Well, there's a studio near my house. I don't think half the people there they finished university and they can edit extremely well. They can do 3D design as well. So I think people are just investing less and focusing less on the old education and not pushing themselves into the new education. That is AI, forex, robotics, content creating. That's where the money is right now. And I feel that after a period of time, probably 50, 40 years, maybe it will shift too. Maybe the money would stop flowing the way it's flowing right now. You understand? Into content creation and FX, and it will shift somewhere else.
yeah.
So I mean, to anyone listening to me out there, you can draw, right? You can draw. Um, and your mom wants you to be a nurse, your dad wants you to be a doctor, and you are very good at drawing. Your classmates see, your teachers see, your friends see, your neighbors see. I mean, I'm not saying that you should disobey your parents, but man, chase it, chase it. You can play football. Probably you're 17, you're 18. The dream's gone. I'm not going to lie to you, the dream's gone. But
It's gone.
like it's so gone. But I'm not saying that you should push, man. You should push. You love basketball, you love
Okay.
table tennis, anything you love. I mean, just continue to push for it, man. Like no one should limit you. No one should tell you that your future is in a book and a pen. Is from an exam. Your future is a lab coat. It's a helmet. It's a wig. is going to be in a law firm. Don't allow your future be um held down by these things. I really don't think. Okay, if we are all doctors and lawyers, I mean, who would make people laugh? Who would farm in the and who would farm? Who would Everybody has a part, has their part to play, and I think that schooling has made us think that we are all meant to play that part. You understand, man?
Yeah, yeah. And there's a question. This question I want to ask you. This question I would
Yeah,
love to ask you. Um,
yeah.
if you were to go to school and there was a guaranteed, let's say, 2.5 million naira monthly job after school, would
Mm-hmm.
you still be saying what you do right now?
2.5 million naira. No, I would still say what I'm saying right now because I would say I'm overly ambitious, but I think most say yes. 2.5 million naira takes care of a
Like,
lot of things.
like the reason why I asked you that question is because me like I want to know where like there's this kind of like deep intrinsic hatred that I hate for school, right? I wanted to know if it stems from if it stems from the fact that it will not make you rich in the end, or if it stems from the fact that it will just make you to not do everything you want to do and do everything you don't want to do,
Exactly.
program
That's
you and
that's
code you and
for
all these
me.
things. And I told myself that even if like there's a 25M monthly job after school, as far as like I don't control myself, I don't own my time, I'm not doing what I want to do. Like there is no point in it. Like for me, the reason like the thing that I have against school is not because it's not make me rich in the future. I mean, anybody thinking that school make you rich in the future, I don't know what exactly you're doing though. Sure, you grab. I feel like this
Yeah,
is one
bro.
thing that I feel like this is one thing that everybody already knows. I feel like this is one thing that everybody already knows. So I don't think most people are like thinking like that is why you see somebody that is a student still asking questions like update or job, all these things, because they know that this thing is not going to like this one everybody knows. Well, my own like
It's just a paper at the end of the day. It's just you're going
yeah,
to be given a paper at the end of the day, a paper, and that paper is sometimes it means nothing at all. Yes, it means nothing at all.
yeah, yeah. Also, so like for me, the reason is man, following of all these rules, like all that guy, like you see universities, guy, like all these
It's
rules.
so frustrating, I swear.
Like at every point in time, you need to suit your lecturer's ego. Like if your lecturer has a big ego, like you need to be suiting it every time. You need to change the way you write because of your lecturer, and you need to change the way you dress. And like every single thing about it is just it's just like I just honestly I just don't like it. So like for me it's not even about the money itself. Like it has never been about the money. It has been about the freedom, the choice, the time, the ability to
System
feel and
itself.
experience. Like school will never give you all this leeway. They just give you this certain and determined path and all these things.
I grab, man. Um, yeah, I really feel you, but you said the first one was money, second one was just hating school for what it is. I think
Yeah,
for me, it's both of them. Cause
yeah,
I mean, money is really needed, man. Like I'm not overly obsessed with money, but without money, a lot of things can't be fixed. They can't be done. You know. Then number two, just hating school. I mean, I'm not going to lie. I love school, but school isn't everything. School isn't everything. The same way that you eat rice and you eat beans, you love beans, but you're not forced to only eat beans. You can be able to explore other options. School isn't everything, man. School is not everything. And the people that make school everything, I really hate them. I really hate them. These teachers. I was in secondary school, right? Me and you, we
yeah,
have yeah, okay, exactly. And so, a teacher is telling me that my future isn't bright. You're earning 40K per month. You live in a small apartment. Your children go to public schools. and you're telling me that I wouldn't make it in the future because I
And
did not
you're
submit my
telling me like,
notes to you.
bro, can you fucking imagine, guy?
Wait, I didn't submit my notes. I didn't pass your exam. I repeated class. So that's the reason why I won't succeed in life. No, it's just that school for me now is, man. I don't want to talk about school again. Like I've given up on. We need professionals. We definitely need doctors, lawyers, engineers. We definitely need them, but we need them in. We need those that are willing to live their lives in those fields and be happy. Because for me, at the end of the day, it's about the person being happy. You can have a doctor in your family. He makes the big bucks. He makes a lot of money for the family. He's living in America. He leaves Nigeria, goes to America, goes to England, goes to Australia, and he's living there. He's very, very happy. He's rich, but he's not happy. He's not happy. And for me, happiness is the one thing that you can't put a price on. You can't put a price on happiness.
Yeah, man, I
Some
get
people,
you. I get you a lot,
some
man.
some people can live in a hut, live in a cottage, live in the woods. Some people can live in an apartment for 50 years and they are doing what they do, what they want, what they love, and they are happy. But somebody, he owns a big house, owns a big mansion, but every day he keeps regretting and he keeps asking himself why he didn't do what he wanted to do when he was younger. So I believe that, like, we are the ones that are meant to dictate the play, our lives, not anybody else, not education. We are we are the ones to set the boundaries of ourselves, not a book and a pen, not an exam, not a teacher, a lecturer, not a fellow student. No one should set boundaries to us, especially not education. You see, education is not the way out of poverty, is not the way to find happiness, not the way to find fulfillment. Education is just another part of life that I decided to make so special, so important that we forgot ourselves in the process because you wouldn't tell me that education is so important and then the richest man in the world from 2011 to 2019 was a college dropout, Bill Gates, isn't it? The richest
Yeah, yeah,
TikToker,
yeah.
the richest TikToker is a dropout from high school. The richest YouTuber did not finish university. The most followed man on Instagram is Cristiano Ronaldo and he's a footballer. I doubt he finished middle school. So you cannot tell me that education gives you money. You can't tell me that education is the only way to make you happy. No, you can't tell me that, like, the world that you're in right now, the world you're in right now is probably because you're still in
Yeah,
school. The person listening to me right now, right? You're in a
yeah.
hole, you're wondering what you're doing with your life. I'm telling you, bro, sit down, think. Maybe it's because you're still in school, wasting time and wasting money. Go and open a business, make money, make sales. Um, find what you're passionate about and do it. I'm telling you, they keep setting up these things. Like it's a game, man. It's like for me, it's a game. They want to push everybody into the system, and they are going to fail because we're not dumb. None of us are dumb. None of us are dumb.
Yeah, man.
And if we
I get
continue towards towards this light,
sorry.
I'm very, very sure. I'm extremely sure that we're going to find that light, man. Because education for me is so overrated. It's so overrated. I can't read education anymore. Everybody can write, everybody can read. Isn't that what you're meant to be? You're meant to be illiterate, read and write. That's for me. Albert Einstein say education isn't learning of facts. Learning of facts. Doctors they know facts. This thing and this thing. You have malaria. Lawyers know facts. Constitution. Section. Article. Code. That's enough. Education is the ability to think. To think. So you sitting down there and you're probably one of the best. You're one of the most funny people that I've ever met in my life. You're sitting down there taking geography, taking government, taking law. Like, what are you doing with your life, bro? Stand up from there, make people laugh, and get your money and be happy. Because we all have a part to play. And yeah, and for me, That's the most important thing that I want to find I'm still lost myself. I'm not going to lie. I'm still lost. We all have a part to
Yeah,
play, and uh, I could I could be in love with farming and I wouldn't know. I don't know why I'm not talking about this farming thing because I feel everybody is so invested in doing all these cool jobs that they might leave out farming. People out
yeah,
there they love to farm. You invest in their stuff and you know I just I just feel that education, like I feel this topic is more broader than we're talking about right now. It's it's way more broader, but I feel it narrows down to the biggest circle, which is education, and which is schooling, is the biggest circle where people that they don't belong there, they are still there pushing themselves. So yeah, I think that's it for me.
yeah, man. First off, really love the whole perspective. Like everything you said, I can't help but agree. Everything you said, I can't help but agree. And as you were just talking, every single thing you were saying was just like leaving me with questions, leaving me with questions, leaving me with questions. Like after you say something, there'll be this question mark that'll come out to my head. After you say something, there'll be this question mark that'll come out to my head. Like another thing I want to add is this thing, like is the drive behind academics. Like I'm a very observant person. We spoke about Tony and I spoke about this on episode, I think episode 16. I think it's episode 16 where we talked about the drive behind academics. Like you come to school, people are going for night class, people are being tutored, people are doing all these things to
Yeah,
pass courses and things. But like I now ask myself, like, what is the motivating factor behind these things? And I found out that it was fear. It was not because of they have passion for the course or they love the course. It was fear. It was fear of failing the course.
and
Like
the course.
imagine being driven by an emotion of fear for 5, 6, 7 years of your life. Like, oh my god, like it's that bad actually. Like after analyzing this whole thing, I saw that all these people they are not doing this thing because they love their course. They are not doing this thing because they have so much passion for the course and all this thing. It's not the reason they're doing it at all. The reason why they're doing all these things is because they fear failing that course. And how can
I really
how
understand.
can how can fear be like a
Yeah,
motivating factor for like 5 years, 6 years, 7 years of your life? When you now come out of that box, you not have anything substantial because instead of it to be running to something, you are running away from something. And eventually, when that thing stops chasing you now, you have nothing left. That's why when you come out of school now, like you'll be lost. Like you're standing in the middle of an island because there is nothing chasing you again. You have nothing that you are running to. Everything I do, I am running to something. I am not running from something. Before I remember when I started this my whole self-improvement journey, it started off with me running away from like the person I used to be. Like I don't use that word, but let me call him like the loser that I used to be. So it was me running
mm,
away from that guy until eventually I stopped running away from him. And then I started running towards the person I know I could become. Shay Brad. So like
mm,
if the motivating factor behind you doing something is fear and you are running away from something constantly, when that thing stops chasing you, when you have gone too far from that thing stops chasing you now. Example, when you're done with school, no more exams now. That thing is no longer chasing you now. Then like
mm,
you are just lost. You are just lost because you're supposed to be running towards something. Like you're supposed to set your sights on something and start running towards it. That is what most people fail to do. Like people are so scared of failing an exam. Honestly, I'm not even going to exempt myself to an extent. I'll say to an extent because I know I've studied myself very well. And I know that it's not like it doesn't have that much hold over me, but it is to an extent, to a very small extent. But like I'm just the kind of person that'll ask myself, man, what is the worst that will happen? No, like seriously, like what is the worst? I feel like this F of a thing is very overrated. I feel like this getting F of a thing, like I feel like it's too fucking overrated. How do I know? Just ask yourself, like, what is the worst that will happen now? Like I'll just sit down with
fail
that
the
thought
course
now and
higher.
say, if
Just fail the
like
course
okay,
higher.
if if I get F here now, like what is this? Like what's the worst? Like let's I'll think about the possible worst. And I'll see that the worst that will happen it's not even like it's not anything consequential to my goals. It's not anything consequential to my dreams. It's not anything consequential. Like it does not have any much hold on me. So like not that I want to get F, but like I don't have a problem with it. I mean, if it does happen, it happens. That is life. I'm never going to be in that spot. I'm never going to be in that spot where I got F I'm like I'm depressed and I'm this and I'm that and I'm this and I'm that and I'm that and I'm this. Like because I've gotten so clear on what I want and I know what is going to take me there and I know what is not going to take me there. Getting A's in my courses, they are not going to help me achieve what I want to achieve in life. If I do get them, good and fine. But I know that it is not going to move the needle to my goals further. It is not going to move the compass to my goals further. All those things A's, B's, it's not even going to move like what I actually want to achieve in life. A's and B's not even going to move it 1 inch further. F is not going to move it away 1 inch further. So all these things now, like they now matter to me less. Sure, you grab. They now matter to me less. So the reason why I'm saying this thing is because everybody listening should just like you need to get clear on what you want. Because if you're not clear on what you want now, people begin to tell you what you should want or what you should think you want. And when you don't know what you want, you begin to want what like society tells you to want. You begin to want things like A's, like first class, and then when they ask you what you don't want to get carryovers and you don't want to get F. But like that is what they
Is
told you
that
to
life?
want. Now,
Is that life?
like yeah,
Is that
yeah,
life? Like how? Oh, like getting carryovers, getting A's. Like is that what your life is meant to be based on? Like
exactly.
you're not
Is that what your
even
life
you don't care about
like
your career. You care about school. You don't care about being a lawyer. You care about failing the course that you're doing. You don't care about failing as a lawyer. Like it's pathetic, man. It's pathetic.
it's actually very very pathetic. So like if you're clear on what you want, like nobody is 100% sure. Even me, say I'm not 100% sure. Like everybody's going through this thing of uncertainty and confusion. Every single person, nobody has life figured out, including myself. But at least to an extent, I've got a glimpse of what I want my future to be like. I've got a glimpse of the person that I want to be, and every day I'm chasing after that thing. Now, the only thing that like I now know things that will make me not to get there and things that will make me to get there. And A's and F's and carryovers and passes, they are not even included in the whole equation. So like you need to like get very, very, very clear on what you want. Like sometimes you tend to see some people that like they are just all this type of people that they just don't care about school. They just don't care about education. Like I think every single person I've seen that type of person in their life. Like just
Your
that
life,
one guy
yeah.
or that one guy or that one girl that they just don't care. Like I remember then thinking about them and I used to say things like, oh, these people are not serious with their life. But in fact, they are the most serious because they know what they want. And like, bro, when you know what you want, you become a very dangerous person. Like because nothing moves you. The only thing that is able to move you as a person is what is taking you a step further to your goals and what is not. Those are the only things that are able to move you. But when you don't know, when you don't know what you don't want, every single thing is moving you. Like when I say everything, I mean everything. Everything is moving you. Either like if this lecturer is moving you and this course is moving you and that girl is moving you and that thing, everything is moving. But like you always see those people like they just don't care. Like they just don't care. It's not like they don't care. It's just that they care about like a particular set of things. Like their focus is laser sharp. Their focus is so fucking sharp. Like so they don't care about any other thing. But the things that they care about, their goals, their dreams, their ambitions, what they are building, what they are creating. Like that is when you see them pour in 100%. Sometimes they pour in 80%, then they leave 20% for schools and friends and some other things. But like
Yeah.
they pour in like 80% of themselves, of their beings into what they want. So but like bottom line is just guy, you need to like everybody needs to get clear on what they want. Everybody needs to get clear on what they want. Like you can't spend 5 years of your life running away from an F, running away from a lecturer that will fail you. Like imagine spending 5 years of your life doing that thing, 5, 6 years. Then you come out. Then when you now come out now, that thing is no longer chasing you again. You don't have anything you're running towards. You are just there, standing like a mannequin in the middle of an island. Like life becomes so confusing because there is nothing to chase you again. Then until you now find a job, then something is now chasing you. What is now chasing you is now that you don't want to be sacked. Then that thing will now chase you for 40 years of your life. Before you know it, you just like you ended up existing. You didn't do anything, you didn't create anything, you didn't make life better for anyone, you didn't make life better for yourself, you never lived the life you wanted to live because you just spent your whole eternity running away from something. So like anybody listen to this thing, like if you've not like grabbed anything I've said, so like I feel like this is like the one thing you should grab. Like you need to stop running from and start running to. Like run towards something, not from something. Should grab.
Yeah, yeah. Um, you said it better than I would ever have. You said running from what you were to running towards your who you want to be.
Exactly.
You know, that's exactly the same thing I told myself 2 days ago. That today, right? I
Yeah.
am the best version of myself. That is the past version of myself yesterday, the day before, the day after that, last week, last 2 months, last year, last 5 years. Right now, I'm the best version of myself. But I'm the worst version of myself that I want to become in 10 years. So
Yeah.
um so what I'm trying to say is, like, thank you honestly for this platform, for allowing me share my thoughts. Um,
No,
education,
and it's cool. It has always been cool. Like I feel like there are some things that like people need to know to grab. Like I feel
yeah,
like there are things that like it's not physics and maths. It's just very basic, complex things that can take you a long way in life. Like this thing I said now, like if more people know these things, like if more people know these things, and even like most of what you shared here, like if more people like what you said here, it was not like physics and maths, it was not formulas and all these things. It was just like these are basic life principles that can take you a long way. Like some people are just living life wrong. I'll just use that word. Some people are living life wrong. Like I remember when I like stumbled across this self-improvement thing, like I was like on cloud nine. Because I was asking myself like there are really people out there that don't know about this way of living, like this way of living. Like there are people out there that don't know about like this thing. Like because there are some things that I started getting to discover about my brain and the way I talk to myself actually impacts my life. And there are a lot of things I discovered. And I was like, God, like if more people knew these things, man, life would be life would I
so
won't say
much better.
easier. Yeah, it will suck less. It will suck lesser than it is. Like people are like living life wrong. Everybody's going left when they should be going right. Nobody's stopping to think. Like that thing is very important. Like stop and think. Like stop and think. Like when everybody's moving, stop and think. Stop and think. Because like for me, life is actually very, 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 very simple. For me, life is very, very simple. Like I believe that everybody's going to die. Death is the only thing that is guaranteed in this life. So the least you can do with your life is chase something that is actually going to be worth it. So in my own opinion, I don't think choosing like my whole life to be chasing lectures and A's and all these things. I don't like I can't even picture myself doing that thing for like a month. Talk less about doing it for a year. Talk less about doing it for 5 years, 6 years. Bro, it's not possible. So like my principle is just very, very simple. Like yes, people might get angry with you, people might laugh at you, all those things. Bro, one day you die. And the people that are laughing at you will also die. And that time not. So just do what you want to do. Do what makes you happy. If what makes you happy is not liked by another person, then so be it. It's his problem. It's not your problem. It makes you happy. You don't need to spend the rest of your life explaining things to anybody. If you decide to drop out of school today, do your thing. You don't need to start explaining to your neighbors why you drop out and explaining to your friend. You don't need to explain any damn shit to anybody. So I feel like life is just this. People are overcomplicating life. Everybody should just do what they want to do. Because at the end of the day,
Exactly.
everybody's going to at the end of it, everybody's going to die. And none of these things that we're saying about school and you should do this and do that will matter. That's why when I see somebody that is wasting his life, I leave him. When I see somebody that is improving his life, I also leave him because life is actually simple. Just do what you want to do and leave this world, man. So there, that's it for me.
Yeah. The way that you just made the you change you just you made it better, the entire topic. Just don't chase your life. Like, don't chase your life. Don't waste your life, sorry, chasing irrelevant things like SUGs, class reps, A's, lecturers, I would say friend, lecturer's friend or pets, um,
Yeah,
good grades. An F should not define you, an A should not define you too. Um, just do what do what you're meant to do. I don't know whether like it's hard. It's hard saying it. Like it's hard saying it. Now imagine doing it. Do what you're meant to do. They will laugh, they will shout, they will cry, they will do a lot of things, man. They will insult you. I mean, I'm saying this from a personal experience. I've messed up. I'm messing up. I know that I will mess up, but I'm saying what you're meant to do it. Can you imagine? When I was still in junior secondary, I would insult people that were, cause in my school, A, B, C, D, E was based on your intelligence, like based on your results. Those in
yeah,
A
yeah.
were the best. B, yeah. So I was in B, so I would insult those in D, E, F. Whenever they would insult me, That was the first thing that would come out of my mind, and till this day I regret it honestly, cause no test is the measure of your life's worth. No exam is the measure of your destiny, your accomplishments that you're going to achieve in life. So that is the reason why I'm fighting so much against is because some people that were in school with me, if you see how good they were uh at drawing, at playing football, and I think I felt so simple and easy to crack because they were good at this and they were still schooling. While I was just a book person. I would read, I would pass my exams, I would copy. No, I don't copy my notes. So I don't copy my notes at all. Jesus, I don't copy my notes at all. I would I had to even read, but I would pass my exams. I would pass my tests. Um, I would enter B class. Like I was so shocked how I was in B class. Like mental secondary, and I even managed to enter the A class in my secondary SS1. So that's not important to me anymore. I'm friends with those that were in D. I have friends that were in E, F. I have friends that even repeated. Yeah, and it makes me happy to see that I'm not the person that I was when I was in JS2, JS3. I've I've matured. I've seen that you see tests, you see exam questions, they should not be the reason why you should call this person a dumbass, call this person a wise ass. It shouldn't be the reason why you should tell this person that you would go far in life, and this person that you might die early, you'll be poor. No, those things are not the reasons why you should not label people because of paper and pen. You shouldn't you shouldn't label people. Um, take for take for instance, jam like the exam you write to enter university, right? You have
Yeah.
to get a particular score for a particular course, and you get that you and somebody are in the same department. That is maybe let's take pharmacy for example. You both made it into pharmacy. You both are studying pharmacy as a course. So I don't understand why you should be um let me say you got 320 and the person got 270 or 80 something, and you feel that you're better than the person, bro. You're not. Like, bro, girl, man, woman, never, you are not better than the person that you score higher than in jam. You see, um, life has taught me so much in so little time. I have a, I have, I have so many people that I didn't talk to in secondary school. When I left, because I left like when I left CIC, bro. It was horrible. I think I was in D or C. I got suspended. Then I changed after my first time. My first time, my average was 44.46. That was the first time in my life that I failed a term in my entire life. And I'm sure that if I had stayed till third term, I would have repeated. So yeah, I left CIT and I met some of my classmates again when I finished secondary school. And to my surprise, some of them finished. Some of them that I thought that they would finish the school, they didn't finish the school. Those that were like brilliant, right?
Yeah.
They didn't finish the school. While those that were, I was insulting, I was stigmatizing. Like, bro, I told people that they were not smart at all. They finished CIC. Like, I was so shocked. They finished CIC, and I was like, I'm not going to allow that thing happen to me again. I'm not going to underestimate anybody. I'm not going to. I'm not. I've always said this. Don't give labels. Don't ever give labels. Don't give labels to anybody. You're not the one to define somebody's story. You're not the one to define somebody's journey. You're not the one to show somebody their path. You might be a messenger from God. You might help somebody along the way, but you're not the person that. You're not the one to name the entire thing that is happening to the person. So yeah, I'm so happy that you get my point. Education is important, but it's not indispensable. It's not indispensable at all. Um,
Yeah.
just
Yeah, man.
just
Like,
find your niche, and sit down there and do amazing things for yourself, your community, and the world. Those do amazing things.
yeah, I feel like that find your niche stuff. I feel like bro, I feel like that thing it's like a whole complex 2 hour topic on its own. Because believe me, from a guy who has jumped from business to content to this to that to that to that to that to the, like it's a very vast topic. And I don't want to go honestly I don't want to go into it because this the podcast is about men. But the only thing I'll say about it is like things like find your passion, things like that don't
Yeah,
exist. You create it from, right? You create it by starting something. And when you suck at it, you just continue to do it over and over and over again till you're good at it.
you can still
And then
like it.
everybody now starts asking how to find your passion. So like I feel like that whole like it's a very complex topic. Maybe one day we might even open it up as a topic. But like I feel like this whole find your passion talk, it's 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 like it's very complicated. Like when I mean complicated, because if you tell somebody to find your passion, where do you want the person to start from? Like a person that all he has done his whole life
Exactly.
is just go to class, come back, eat, sleep, play games, chat on WhatsApp. Where do you want the person to start from in this find your passion of a thing? So like it's a very very complicated like topic. It's complex, but
On
it's,
its
it's
own,
not
yeah.
impossible. But yeah, it's very yeah on its own. It's like it's a very very diverse topic. Like for me, right, like whenever I'm telling somebody something, I tell the person based on what I've done. For me, finding your passion is just go into the real world, try something, try it, stay with it. If it doesn't click, leave it, go to another thing, try it, stay with it. Like I've done a lot of things. Like I'm not like in such little time, like within the space of finishing secondary school last year, um, July 2024, and today, October, November 2025. Like I have done like a lot of things, and it is only until recently, like when I mean until recently, I mean it's only until recently that some things started to click. When I mean click, I mean like okay, I actually
Go
like
well.
this thing, I enjoy this thing. Actually,
Okay, okay.
I'm also good at it, and I'm also willing to like stay with it. Like it's only like, bro, like it's a diverse topic. Like it's a very very diverse topic. Like find your passion.
So
It's
yeah,
like
yeah.
it's another master course. Like it's another master course on its own. But
I
apart from that,
swear.
like apart from that, yeah, like I like everything you said so far has been nice. And also thank you for agreeing to be on this podcast. You know, one thing,
Yeah. Nah, for
one
me, it's an honor. An honor, honestly.
yeah, man. Like I really appreciate people that improve themselves. Right. Whenever I see somebody that genuinely not posting it on your status or saying it with your mouth, like you genuinely want to make your life better. When I see people like that, I know and I can tell. And I know you're one of them. And whenever I see people like that, I always appreciate them. I always appreciate what
Yeah,
they're doing. Like people that
thank you.
genuinely want to make their life, not people that are posting about it on their status, not people that say, like, genuinely speaking, they are trying to make their life better. It's not easy, but yeah, they're just doing it anyway. So yeah, man, thank you so much.
Yeah, sure. I just want to say one more thing. Pray, always pray that is the most important part of your existence, you and the higher spirit and the higher being. Pray every day. Um, do good things and be a good person. Um, bad things happen to good people. Bad things happen to bad people. Good things happen to good people. Good things happen to bad people. Um, but the difference between good people and bad people is their reaction towards that action. That is the difference between a good person and a bad person. Um, I'm okay. Yeah. I'm on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram. Follow me. Shugs dash Shugs. Shugs is SHURG. I make content football. I love football. I'm obsessed with football. Um, I have a channel on WhatsApp. It's not actually football. It's actually poetry. I write poems. Time to wet the bed. Yes, time to wet the bed. That name of that channel. It means a lot to me. Time to wet the bed. Um, yeah. Just always try to find yourself. Like try to find yourself and well, yeah. I wasn't say this in. I wasn't say this in somewhere. Okay, so I'm going to say it. Every child has the right to dream. Every child was given the right to dream, but not everybody can dream. So anybody amongst us that is in this world, anybody amongst us that can dream, please do not dream for just yourself. Dream for everybody around you. Dream for everyone because dreams is what becomes realities, and reality saves the day. Reality makes worlds. Reality makes businesses, empires. Reality is what is happening right now. So if your dream can save 10,000 people, 5 million people, 10 billion people, an entire planet, an entire ecosystem, solar system, the entire universe, please share that dream with us because of we need to be enlightened. We want to help create a better and I would say a world that is not perfect, but everybody fits in perfectly. So
Yeah,
yeah, that's my I would say I would say that's my I don't know what to call it right now. Will help me. Is I wouldn't say my motto, but that's
okay,
that is what is
like your personal
tattooed
mission
on my
statement,
forehead.
like what you live by.
Huh?
Is it like your personal mission statement, something like that?
Yeah. It is tattooed on my forehead, honestly.
Yeah,
A world
yeah,
that is not perfect, but everybody fits in perfectly. That just think about it. A world that is not perfect, but everyone fits in that. Like it's tattooed on my forehead for everybody to see. It started on my
Yeah.
forehead. I don't believe in my mission. I believe in our mission together. Our mission together, and we can do amazing things. Please, 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 please. Always, always do good, please. Share the word of God, the word of Buddha, the word of Allah. Share it, please. We can do good together. So yeah, Tony, thank you so much. I mean, Michelle, thank you so much for the opportunity, man. It's I've wanted to always talk on a mic and it will be released somewhere. Yeah, thank you so much.
No problem. At least I'm glad I could make somebody's dream come true. Thank you,
Yeah,
man. Thank you,
so,
thank you, thank you.
so yeah, it's all right, man.